Hey guys, Mike from Pattern Traders. It's sorry about that, guys. It's Saturday, December 11th. I wanted to make sure that my music was low. Update on BTC. We're still in the monthly order block. I'm not really worried at all. Structure still looks intact. Everything looks beautiful. Yeah, the dump is annoying. Yeah, the sell pressure is still active, but regardless, if you would have saw this type of setup on a 15-minute time frame, you would take a long here, you would put your stop loss here, and then what would you target? You would target the range high, right? This is like a 101. Everybody knows how to play this, right? You long this box, you target range, you get out, and then you wait and see if we make a higher low, or you wait and see if we can get above this, then you buy this, right? There is literally no difference between a monthly and a 15-minute. Structure is structure, right? Structure is structure. You're gonna buy, you're gonna target, you get out, you wait to see if you get make a higher low, or you buy the breakout over here, a retest. The same exact thing. There's no difference. What are we doing talking about bear markets, okay? Monthly looks beautiful. 3D looks absolutely beautiful. The reason why I'm saying it looks beautiful is because, as you could tell, we haven't closed one 3-day candle under the previous fake out. Now, where's the you know what? I'm going to just drag it all the way out right there. See this over here? See this whole like box? Well, we basically created a top, a high, a higher high, a higher high, and then a lower high, right? So this is your area of interest right here. These little wicks. Take a box, go like this, and look at this right now. So these two wicks led to the lower high that broke structure. And then we consolidated here at the same box. We broke above it over here. And now we're retesting it. We're retesting it. Like we literally are retesting it. We broke above it and we're retesting it. So what happens when you break above, you go high and you come back and you retest it? You're not going to buy the retest of this breakout? Of course you will. But this is just an emotional place. Everybody's talking about being bearish because I don't know why. They're fucking crazy, man. Just be aware of structure. Just be aware of structure. We made a higher high, guys. We made a higher high. See this? I'm going to go all the way to the top. You can even grab the wick. Grab the wick if you want. This over here is higher than this. This is a higher high. Okay, makes sense, right? Where in the history of BTC, in the previous bear markets, have we made any higher highs? Nowhere. We just kept dying. High, die, 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 die. Right? High, die, die, die. And yet people are still talking about bear markets. Like, dude. And the messed up part is that some people that are new to the space have no choice but to listen to people that are bearish. This is not a bearish structure. I don't know how else to paint it. It pays more to just look for longs when high time frame support hits. Because what did we do in the past couple of days? Nothing. We made a wick on December 4th. We are a week away, right? And we have yet to retest that wick. Chances are that wick will hold. It took enough liquidity. It screwed a lot of people up. I'm not going to lie to you. Happened over the weekend. So I'm not worried one bit. I'm not lying to you. I'm not worried one bit. Now, if we do happen to go up to do a retest, right? If we do happen to go up to range high and we get rejected and we put in a lower high, I'll be worried at that point because if you think about it, logically speaking, this is your low. This is your low. And this is the deviation that took place, right? I gotta go in a higher time frame so I can see it. Hold on. Yes. Right there. This is your deviation that took place, right? See this? Under the red line. You never want to revisit under the red line. But you have clean lows, a clean low here and a clean low here. So if you reject make a lower high, you're definitely coming to mess these lows up. You're definitely coming to take them without a doubt. So it is a little bit of a shit. I need to be careful. God forbid we put in a lower high. Absolutely. But until we do, what are you worried about? If you look at the monthly time frame, this is your order block. Everybody buys this, right? This is your range high, right? Reject here. You're targeting right back down here. Unless you make a higher low in the mid section. At that point, you know that for a fact, you come to take out this wick at $39,000. Just I don't make up the rules. Just the way they are. Look at the 2 week. No, it wasn't the 2 week. I think it was a 5 day. Hold on. Yeah, 5-day. Look at the 5-day. Range high. Okay. There you go. That's your range right now. Okay. Just assuming that's your range. It's your range low. You have one low on this order block. It's a 5-day order block. You have two lows. What happens now if you can't get above this box? What happens if you can't get above this 5-day or 3-day order block? That's 3-day and 5-day order block. You know how hard it's going to be to get above $53,000? You know how hard it's going to be to get above this red box? Very hard. So now what happens if we do something like this? And then crash. I guarantee you, if we make a lower high here, guys, we're going to go take out this and this low. And we're going to come right back to this 5-day order block, unfortunately. Range low, $38,000. So we need to be very, very careful. But to promote bear markets before we even put in a lower high, it's just absurd. You know, it's just absurd. And what's the celebration for? If you can't make money in a fucking bull market, why are you celebrating a bear market? That means you can't even make money in a bear market. The easiest thing is to buy and walk away. If you can't make money by buying and walking away because things are automatically going up on their own, you just don't know how to trade. Anyone promoting bear markets, guys, on Twitter, is just, don't listen to them. I'm telling you, it's just toxic. It's toxic. I'm speaking from my emotions right now because I was once in 2018 where I lost a lot of money. If you cannot make money when the market is going vertical like this on its own by just buying and holding, you're not going to make money in the bear market. It's chop. The price action is crazy. The random sell-offs come out of nowhere when you least expect it. And don't forget, I said this before. I said this again. I'll go back again. I'll repeat it one more time. Look at this. We never made a higher high. It's always lower lows. Lower lows, right? Never made a higher high. Never made a higher high at all. Even back in 2014, 13, whatever this top was. This roll was 13. High, lower, low, lower, low, right? And yeah, here we are where we made a high, kept structure, a lower high. You know what? High, low, lower high, higher low, higher high. But yeah, we're in a bear market. Like, look at this structure I'm telling you right now. We're in a high and a low, right? We went up, made a lower high, which that should have brought us all the way down here, but then the structure was saved. This became a consolidation block, which is also your monthly order block. So this officially becomes a higher low. And now all you want to do is make a higher high, and that's exactly what we did. Higher high. Now, when you're going back down, you need to assume, based on the structural probability, that this is not going to break this, because this is structure. And this is going to be a higher low to this. So for example, higher low, and then from here we go up and make a higher high up here. That is what typical patterns do. Now, if you're bearish, then you're going to do something like this. And then you come down here. If you're bearish, you do something like this, where you make a lower high and then you die. I'm agreeing with you, right? I am agreeing with you, but we're not there yet. So why are we assuming that, right? Why are we assuming that? We're not there yet. So don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Okay, lower time frame perspective. $53,000, that's my mark. I've been saying it for the past couple of days, no change. I don't flip-flop. I don't change my bias. I don't go from bear to bull. I'm not going to tell you longing, shorting, nothing. I'm telling you straight up. I'm in a long, I'm longs, have exposure. Our target is $53,000. You have to be very careful if we break under this low over here. It's not going to be good if we break under this low over here. I was, though, not going to lie to you, yesterday, I was expecting $46,000 flat open to get swept. So the flat open is at 46 and 46.4. I was expecting that to get swept, and it didn't. You know why I was expecting it? Ethereum got swept. Ethereum, I went so heavy yesterday, you have no idea. When this thing got swept, I went so heavy, you have no idea. And my target for Ethereum is going to be, unfortunately for me, on the low end, because I don't trust Ethereum at all, since BTC is acting like a doodle head. It was a VWAP over here, right here. 42.6, 42.7. I'm taking like roughly about 50% off my Ethereum longs over here at this 42.7 or 42.6. I do not trust BTC. I don't. Overall target, if we could get to, if BTC can get up to like $53,000, I think Ethereum is going to go up to this VWAP at 46.8. I mean 4.68. Sorry, I keep saying 46.8. I'm thinking of BTC. VWAP up here. That's my ultimate target if BTC could at least get back up to $53,000 or $55,000. But with Ethereum, unfortunately, we need to get above this right here. And then we can start talking about that right there. Right? Right here, this big order block. So from what I paid attention to in the past couple of weeks, playing with channels and trying to modify my strategy, I don't know why I'm modifying. Usually whenever we're bearish or we have sell-offs, I always try to modify my strategy to see if I can find something better and whatnot. It's a bad habit of mine. Anyway, Monday low got swept, guys. This is Monday low. It got swept and we reclaimed it. So obviously first target and first TP is weekly open at $49,000. Second is Monday high, even though we already took Monday high. So I'm pretty sure that once we get back up above weekly open, we're gonna go straight for this $53,000 range. Something along the lines of this, like that. The only way that this doesn't happen is if we don't have enough time, right? If we run out of time, and I keep saying time is an issue. About a week and a half ago, before this main dump that took place, we were somewhere over here. And I'm like, guys, we need to pump because there's a really, really bad dump brewing. And I was asked, when is it? And I'm like, I don't know when it is. I wasn't given instructions when the actual dump will take place. All I was told from John was, yo, dude, we don't have enough time to dick around. We either got to go up or now. We're going to have a massive crash. And I tried to indicate it in Discord, but I was told that I'm worrying about nothing, right? So I don't want to spread FUD because it's not my analysis, it's John's. But when John gives me time analysis, I take it into I pretty much put it in front of my own PA sometimes because he kind of nails time all the time. Sounds weird. He kind of nails time all the time here. You know what I'm saying? His time analysis is pretty accurate. So, back to my point. We don't have time to dick around. We need to go up. Otherwise, we're screwed. And the higher up we go, the better it is. So when we get rejected off 53, we all know we're going to get rejected at $53,000. When we get rejected on $53,000, we need to make a higher low. And the reason why I keep saying these words need is because we have another dump brewing. We're not out of the woods yet. So this was John's main dump, right? Cool, awesome. We have a second follow-up dump to this. If we want to assume that we're going to be as close to $61,000 or $65,000 as possible, so that when that dump happens, it ends up being a higher low. If 53 comes and we don't make a micro higher low, what do I mean by micro higher low? What, $53,000 over here? We test this breakdown, right? Come back down. We test the breakout, right? This is the breakout. We test the breakout, carry back on, and just keep doing this until we get to at least $61,000 or $62,000. When we get back into this old consolidation range, we're safe. And by safe, I don't mean like, oh, we're going to go to all-time highs. No, I meant like we could dick around and chop for like another month or so, but we're going to be in good spirits up there because we're far away from the low. So if you look at it from a zoomed out perspective, this is your, technically speaking, this is your range. I need my 12-hour actually. I need the 12-hour. I didn't have 12-hour. 12-hour way better. Yeah, that's your deviation. And then this is your consolidation. So as long as we're in this area, reclaim 63, target $66,000, $65,000 with the main test to be 63 to 65. So then assuming this dump does not break 53K afterwards. Like once we get back into this 53K box, I want to never lose 53 ever again. And we could chop around, we could range in here for like 2 months. Doesn't matter, right? It does not matter as long as we're in that box. I think we're going to teleport once we get into 53. After we reject, come back down, retest the breakout, probably somewhere around here. And then at that point, get back in here. Once you reclaim this, easy blind long, and we're going to have to target $61,000, $59,000 to $61,000 at that point. The easiest long is going to be the reclaim of the 53 to the 59K range. Easiest long. And that is my BTC analysis. Again, I don't flip-flop. I'm not going to switch my bias. If we do happen to go down, you need to be very aware that this 5-day order block will probably be the target. Don't forget, guys, we have a clean low here and a clean low here, and they're both sitting above a 5-day order block right here, which means that if we do happen to not be able to get above this 5-day structure over here, this 5-day OB on this side, that means that more likely than not, if we do something like this, we're going to come right back down to pink. 1, 2, 3, right? So we have to pray that when we get rejected at that 53, 55K range, it puts in a higher low and we do not break down. Otherwise, the target's going to be $38,000 to $37,000, guys. All right. So be very careful. What else did I want to tell you guys? This shitcoin over here. BTC is such a shitcoin. Breaking my heart all the time. Oh yeah, 2-day. We got exactly what I wanted to see, so let's hope that we get some follow through. Doesn't mean anything. This does not mean we're bullish. I mean, it does, but I mean, like, it's not going to save us. All I'm trying to tell you is that we finally got our cross and we got our two triangles, which is fucking awesome. It's great, but it doesn't mean that we're saved because we still need to get that retest. That retest, when it comes, could be a 30% dump, man, right? This isn't going to just go straight up like this. You're going to have to get a rejection. This, when we crossed the 2-day, we got rejected over here. So we crossed on June 4th. We got rejected about 2 weeks later on June 18th. This dump that you see over here was a 30% dump, man. Let's go see what it did. Let's go see what it did. Okay, let's nail it on the chart. So we there. Let's assume that it stopped over here. That's the low. No, that's the low actually. Okay, that's your dump. Okay, that's the retest. See that? That's your dump. Okay. Let's see now. How long did it take? How low did it? I mean, what was it? Top to bottom. 30% dump, man. So 2 days not out of the woods yet. We're going to get a retest, right? We're going to get a retest. When that retest comes, we're going to be scared. The only benefit, I'm sorry, not the only, but the only perk about where we were and where we are now. Remember I told you guys to try to mess with these, try to mess with all of these, here. So the trend line is up here when we're here. Trend line down here was all the way down here, right? So we're still getting that second retest. The trend line did not do a retest. So what do I mean by retest? Okay, let me show you guys. We come from the bottom, okay? You go back up, do your retest, yeah, whatever. You go back up, one pump, one dump. Keep going up, 2 dumps. Keep going, and then you break down. We haven't really broke structure yet on the trend line at all. When we were over here, when we were reaccumulating, we were all the way down here. We're up here, man. We're bullish. As long as the trend line is flowing above that 65, 70 value area, we're bullish, man. We got nothing to worry about. Got nothing to worry about. So, to the weekly. Show this. Let me show the weekly. Bitstamp. Look where we are. Remember I told you we're still curling up? I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people because, and I'm still getting DMs about bear markets. It's sad. I feel like I feel like people are emotionally worried about bear markets because they're overly exposed, which is fair because I'm exposed too, but don't worry. Like we didn't break structure yet. You know, when we do happen to break structure, then we have a big problem. Like when we bottomed down on the weekly over here in April 2019, we had a retest COVID. We still have not done a retest on the bearish side, right? So we topped out, we bottom out here, we do a retest here. We top out here. Where's the fucking retest? We're going to do a retest. When we do that retest, then we're probably going to die after, guys. Right? Just flip it. It's the same exact thing, man. I got to take care of the little set to show you guys. I'm turning this video into like a pattern. So we topped out, we go back out and we do a retest, and then we died, right? Topped out, go back down and retest, and we died. Okay, then we bottomed out right now. So now we're bottomed over here. We're doing our retest right now, right? We're doing the retest. So the retest is going to bring us one more top, which is the top that I've been asking to get. Hopefully we get it to like $80,000, $90,000. And then at that point, I'm going to probably exit like the crypto market as a whole because I don't trust the markets anymore at that point. So same concept, one top, retest, you know? So I'm not worried, guys. Not yet, at least. This thing starts curling to the downside, that'll be a retest. We want to be at least about over here. We want to be higher than here, to be honest with you. So that's that. All right, guys, that's BTC. I don't want to go through the altcoins because you know what I'm already exposed to. Look, we're pumping beautifully. I told you guys not to be worried. Everybody's worried about nothing. We're chilling. We are so chilling right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like what I see. Um, fucking Link is such a shit coin, guys. Where else? Kudos. Kudos died too. XLP. Hey, that's your channel, my friends. This is your channel. And then within this channel, you have micro channels. I'm gonna make this a different color. You're gonna get confused. Maybe red? There you go. So we're in blue. Range low is $39,000. We're at the midpoint, get above this area over here at 53, and you obviously want to target automatically $60,000, which is all these clean high. And then from there, there's even another channel, which is the monthly. I'll show you right now. I've been playing a lot with these channels, man. Like a lot. I'm talking about I spent a few hours a day because now that the market just keeps dumping, I have nothing to do. So let's make this a different color. Let's make this yellow. Okay. Shit. Wait, did I just change the wrong one? So I need to make, I gotta match the colors though, don't I? I made this yellow. Beautiful. Channel yellow. Beautiful. I gotta make this red. Gotta make this red. Beautiful. This is, okay, I gotta make this black then, because you can't see nothing right now, guys. I'm sorry. And my apologies, sirs. There we go. Let's make this another color. Light blue. Light blue. There we go. So the blue is the main range that we're in from top to bottom. And then within that blue, you have the gray, which is 66 to 53. And the mid to that is 59.8, which is where I want us to go. And then after you get above that 57.8 or 59K, then you want to automatically target $62,000. Channels work. This is the first time I'm using them, and I back tested throughout the previous days back in 2018 bear market, and I just inverted the chart so I could see how the rejections took place and the support. It works. I'm not good at it yet. I'm still learning how to use channels, but I'm gonna keep this up so that this way we can revert back to it. Yeah, guys, hope you have a wonderful weekend. Trade safe. Do not over trade. This is still chop. At the end of the day, we're not really doing anything other than chopping around. Where is my main, here we go. This is still my main, no change, my bias. Quarterly VWAP, tap, go up. We start breaking down over here, then bear market has us going down to between $16,000 and $24,000, which is not likely. Probability of that happening is like maybe 5%. So anyone that tells you that we're going down to make a lower low over here is crazy. But I'll tell you something. If we make a lower high here, keep this in mind. This is normal, by the way. Hold on. I need to open up the yearly. I want the yearly open. Sirs, yearly open. I'll explain to you why. Let me turn everything else off. Turn everything else off. There you go. The yearly open is roughly about $28,000. So I was talking to whatever. I was talking to somebody on Twitter. Right. So range low, range high, right? This low led to that high. That's a deviation. So you don't really count the deviation as it came back down and retested it. We deviated it. Now, usually what BTC likes to do, when this fails, obviously it didn't fail here, right? You made a resistance and then you turned it into support. So even if we come back down, it's probably going to offer support again, right? You're not going to break after 2 attempts. So usually you don't get above here and you come right back down and you deviate and then you reclaim. We never had a proper deviation of the yearly open. So the whole year since January until now has been technically just straight up, right? Think about it. So $28,000 was the bottom, went up to 65, came right back down to retest the yearly open, and then we carried right back up. So all we did was just create one big range. It's one big range, right? One big range. Ask yourself this question: if we are in one big range, are we technically accumulating? Absolutely, we are. Yeah, we are. Macro wise, we are. Someone is buying. Somebody is buying. I want you to see it this way. Open up your log and tell yourself, where is this thing? I was just on it, right? Did I just have it? Parallel. Where is this thing? Grab it from here and go back to the top. All right. I want you to tell yourself this. It'll be 5 days. 5 days is always better than this fucking nonsense. Okay. That wick got taken. Okay, good. Beautiful. Tell yourself this. Does this structure here look like it's just distributing as a whole? This is all one big distribution for us to go down here and start trading back under here. Yeah. It's very important to see what I'm seeing right now. It's very important, right? So is this one big distribution just so you can come back into this yellow range over here? No, I can't do yellow. It's terrible. There you go. Are we really distributing up here? Just to come back into gray? I doubt it. I doubt it. Right? Because look, you all-time highs, resistance, break above. Now, so are we distributing just so we can come all the way down here and then reaccumulate and then go back up? What makes more sense? To reaccumulate in this old gray box at $12,000? Or to reaccumulate here after you did your accumulation here as a whole and then go to 6 figures? Macro, guys. We're looking at 4-hour, 12-hour time frames and going crazy. But if you look at it from a macro perspective, this whole thing was accumulation. Macro. People that accumulated between 17, 20,000 and 3,000 all the way up right now to 60,000, right? This is considered accumulation, number one. This is considered basically reaccumulation. This is accumulation, reaccumulation, and then overall structure wise, this thing is either going to break up to like $250,000 overall right now, right? I'm not saying we're going to go in a straight shot, but it's overall. Or this thing is going to be bearish, and this is going to be distribute, come all the way back down here, rearrange, reaccumulate for all of 2022 in this fucking old gray box, and then go up. So what makes more sense to you? I'm taking the accumulation part, guys. I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. And it's not because I'm a bulltard. It's because I don't think it makes sense for them to come back to gray. All right. So this is the only thing that I could possibly assume is visually logical to show everybody. There you go. That's it. This is all I could tell you guys. I'll see everybody at $52,000, and I'm still positive. Okay, I'm not positive. I'm confident that 60Ks by Xmas. It's gonna be a beautiful gift for us, my fellow traders. I'll make this nice and big. Let's hope I'm right. Let's hope I'm right, sirs. Cheers.